Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at two very popular Casio watches, the Casio F91W and then the Casio G-Shock GWM 5610U. Now these two models are iconic for different reasons, and while they may look sort of similar at first glance, there's a world of difference between them in terms of the features, durability, and the price. I'm going to break it all down for you and show you why you might choose one over the other depending on what you're looking for in a watch. Let's start with the price. As of today, the F91W is priced just under 30 Canadian dollars, while the GWM 5610U is about 245 Canadian dollars. Now that's a significant difference, almost an 8 times price gap. But when you look at these watches side by side, you'll quickly see that the price difference is reflected in the build quality, the durability, and the overall functionality. Now that doesn't mean that the F91W isn't a great deal. In fact, the value on the F91W is unquestionable. For under $30, you're getting a watch that's iconic, reliable, and functional for everyday use. It's the kind of watch that's hard to pass up even if you already own multiple timepieces. But then you have the GWM 5610U. This is a watch that's built to last a lifetime. It's not just a timekeeper, it's a high-performance watch that's ready for anything you're going to throw at it. It's the kind of watch that you can rely on every single day without worrying about battery changes or general maintenance and upkeep. When it comes to design, the F91W is small, slender, and it's lightweight. It's the digital watch that pretty much every other digital watch is based around. If you're on the smaller side, it's going to fit on your wrist perfectly, but if you're a larger person, you might find this one looking a little bit too small. But that being said, the compact design is part of the charm. The watch face is minimal but functional. It gives you just enough info at a glance, and then the buttons are easy to press, they're metal, which makes it easy to use even if you do have big hands. In terms of durability, the F91W is water resistant, so it'll handle hand washing and showering, but you might not want to take it swimming or go diving with it. It's really just not built for extreme conditions. Now on the other hand, the GWM 5610U is a completely different beast. This is a much more rugged watch. It has a much more rugged look, as well as 200 meters water resistance. It's more substantial, but it still retains that Casio charm. The buttons are a little bit harder to press than the F91W. You might want to kind of get your fingernail in there to push them, but that's just a small trade-off for the extra durability you get with this G-Shock. When it comes to the strap, the F91W has this very basic plastic strap, while the GWM 5610U's strap is more rugged. They are both made of resin, but this one has a metal buckle. The G-Shock strap is more comfortable and it's definitely more durable, and though the watch is a little bit bigger, it's not going to fit as seamlessly under a dress shirt as the F91W, but by no means is it a big watch. Now let's dive into the functionality. The F91W is a very simple watch. The module is basic, but it's effective. It has a small screen, and while the backlight is laughably bad by modern standards, it does the job when you need it to. The F91W has one alarm, a stopwatch, and that's about it. It's a timekeeper and it does that job well. It's accurate to within plus or minus 30 seconds per month, which is pretty impressive for a watch at this price point. Now let's compare that to the GWM 5610U. This watch has a much larger screen that's easier to read, and it gives you a lot more information at a glance. It features a world time mode where you can store 5 different time zones in it, and then it has a time swap function, which is super handy if you travel a lot. You also get 5 alarms, with one of them being a snooze alarm, plus you get a countdown timer as well as the stopwatch. It's a lot more versatile, and it's the kind of watch that you can use for more than just telling time. The backlight on the 5610U is also far superior. Not only is it brighter, but it also has an auto illuminate feature so that when you raise your wrist naturally, the backlight's going to turn on automatically. This really is a game changer when you're wearing this watch every day, especially if you use it a lot in low light conditions. Where the GWM 5610U really shines though is in the advanced features. First of all, it has multi-band 6 technology, which syncs the watch with atomic timekeeping signals from one of 6 towers around the world. So this ensures that your watch is always completely accurate automatically without you needing to adjust it. And then if you live in a place where you don't get the signal or you just don't get it regularly, well, it's accurate to plus or minus 15 seconds a month, which is fantastic. And it also has tough solar technology. So this means that you never have to worry about replacing your battery. The GWM 5610U charges from ambient light, whether it's direct sunlight or just regular indoor lighting. As long as the watch is exposed to light, it's going to stay charged, so you don't need to worry about a battery change every few years like you will with the F91W. That being said, the F91W has a basic battery that can be replaced for a couple dollars. It's inexpensive, so if you want a low maintenance option, it is going to be a great choice for that. But the G-Shock solar charging and atomic timekeeping take that convenience to another level altogether. So at the end of the day, these two watches serve different purposes. The F91W is a fantastic, affordable, and iconic timepiece that's great for casual wear. It's an entry-level watch with classic styling and minimalist design. The GWM 5610U, however, is a much more advanced tool built for durability and then packed with high-end features. If you need a watch that's tough, accurate, and requires little if any maintenance, the G-Shock is the way to go. It's pricier, but for what you get, I think it's well worth it. Both watches are great in their own right, and many people start with something like an F91W and eventually work their way up to something like a G-Shock. But once you've tried the G-Shock, you'll definitely appreciate what you get with the higher end models. To watch a dedicated review on this watch, click this video right here.